That's
But
all we can afford at the time.
as far as ghosting go, and I've seen a lot of other women say that they do both. They do both too. So you're not opposed to ghosting, but depending on the situation, depending on the person, depending on what happens, you will let another person know, like, look, I'm not interested. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, when it's not interested, I probably would say that out the gate.
How would you feel about being ghosted then?
I don't give a fuck.
Ooh, there you go, girl. There you go. If they didn't want you,
because I let it flow. At this point, I've come a long way.
How do you respond to being ghosted when you've invested a lot of yourself in that person though? So it's easy to not give a damn about being ghosted when you feel like I didn't put too much of me into this anyway. But when you invest a lot of yourself into a person, into a situation, to where maybe you see more in it than they may have. And oftentimes we see a lot in a situation because we believe that the other person see a light in it as well. So we invest a lot of ourselves, a lot of our time, a lot of our energy, a lot of our money, a lot of everything into a person, into a situation. And then they ghost you.
Right.
How do you feel about that, and how do you handle it then? Is it just as easy to not give a fuck?
Now?
Yeah.
Yes. And I'll tell you why. Because I'm in the point in space in my life where I understand. Cookie, can you hear me? I understand that some people need your light at the time that you're in their lives. And what was the saying? I was gonna say, I don't know if it escaped me, but I just go with the flow. Not go with the flow because I don't like when people tell me that, or like I have a plan and direction, but I do let things fall off naturally, and what's aligned with me will stay, and what needs to go, that chapter. Oh yeah, what I was gonna say, own no one, but appreciate the experience. Once I let that go, like everything got easier for me. Like any relationships, any interactions that I have with people, I appreciate the space now. Like now, I like this conversation now. Will I ever see you again?
I agree with her.
I don't know.
I agree with her because I was told that I have a healing aura, and it attracts people that basically
broken
or. And I was told that if you keep letting them feed off of you so many times, you'll eventually start feeling tired. And I was like, man, why the fuck I'm feeling tired?
Yes.
So I had to let a lot of people go, you know what I mean, because I just was like dealing with other people's shit. Even though I wasn't really helping them, but they was talking to me about their problems, and their problems actually became on me without me even
emotional
experiencing
dumping.
them. You see what I'm saying? So like. That's why I watch out for who all around me, because I ain't got time to be giving you my goddamn
shit. And now I make doggy bags.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's definitely easy to say, and I'm speaking from a point of experience.
Yeah.
Like it's easy to say that if a person leave you, then let them go. And it's easy to say like, don't give a fuck. And I'm not saying that. You personally don't really give a fuck, because you quite possibly just, when they leave, like, okay, fuck it, I don't give a fuck. But it's difficult to invest yourself into a person, into a situation, and then when they leave, just be like,
that's true. But when you know it's better for you,
but
the bigger picture.
Yeah, the bigger picture, yes, but you have to get to a point of seeing that bigger picture. Because when you're invested in the situation, a lot of times what you see is your investment. And when you invest in anything, whether it's a relationship or it's a monetary investment, what you want to see in your investment is a positive return, right? We always have an expectation of a positive return on anything that you invest.
Right.
So when you lose on an investment, it's difficult to not feel that loss, especially in a relationship.
But sometimes,
so if I invest a lot in you and then you walk away with it, I feel that.
Oh, I see where
you feel the feelings.
I see where you're coming from.
Of course, you feel the feelings. That's your human experience,
right?
But I'm not going to dwell there, because I can have an authentic connection. Like I spent so long on the other side of that coin to where I totally understand exactly where you come from. So when I crossed over, I have a new insight on it. I mean, you can't possibly feel it until you get into that space. So it doesn't do a service.
It's wisdom.
It doesn't do a service